wild. I mean, it was weird because we went to the studio and started to sing the songs before we filmed it, but they had to be cheeky, they had to be character oriented, and I was all bummed out because I wanted to sing.
Suddenly I'm living in the centre of Dublin again, 3 years later, and I'm actually working and I'm doing this film, and we're in locations that I know so well, but in a different context, so it was great.
It's really magical, very poetic place, and the people are just genuine, no BS.
I think her transformation, like I would get to play something that, you know, quite repressed and kind of tight to somebody who kind of explodes and kind of blossoms.
She was really fun and really free-spirited. She's very seductive in her ways, and it was a blast. And Ireland helped, because Ireland is such a great country.
Well, apart from sleeping with three sisters most weekends, not really, you know. No, yeah, it was Irish accent, it was a guy, you know. I recognized all the characters.
Just a fun, modern-day Irish romantic comedy.
I think that it's really fun, and it's kind of, it plays with the audience perception, so I think that's what people will really love.
At the end of the day, it's a story about a family, and you see the sister dynamic, and I think people respond to that.
I'm very free-spirited, and I like to have a good time, and I always will. You know, I could have, hopefully make a good time out of an empty room.
Oh, she's amazing. Yeah, she's incredibly confident, and it was great. It was a laugh. You know.
It can get wild and crazy, and your mind starts wandering, and you can forget what your roots are and who you are and what you truly believe in and what you believe is important. And it's very self-inundating, so you're hearing about yourself all the time. I hate hearing about myself. It's one of those things I just don't like. And my family has really sort of, at a young age, prepared me for whatever the circumstance is or was. So I feel very lucky and blessed to have Chris right now at this time in my life, because he's the most important thing to me. You know, after all the stuff, and you go out and we all get dressed up, we go home and we get into bed, and that's my life.